Hello, it's Fast Charlie, and what I have here is a challenge lock. It's a Sargent, and it says 333 on it, and I believe the challenge lock name is Half Evil. Anyway, it was sent to me by Rubber Band, and I got this lock because the picture of this was posted on the Reddit lockpicking subreddit, and asking who's interested in it, and my name was chosen. So I just received this today, and the key is all wrapped up, taped up. Anyway, I'm going to try to get into it. Tried to get into it a couple times, had a little problem, just couldn't get into it. And this tensioner is actually something that I received from Rubber Band, so I really appreciate it, and I really like it because it is I like this bent style, twisted style tensioner, but it's thicker than any of the others that I have. I don't know if it's homemade or what, but if it's homemade, it's really, really well made. But this thing, so I was picking it, I thought I'm gonna try, I was having all kinds of trouble, so thought I would try bottom of the keyway, and when I did, I noticed that one was just, it's really in the way, and it looks to be an overset trap, or at least it's basically a little wall that is blocking all of the other pins, and it really it feels like there's a ton of tension on it, spring tension, and it just is it's hard to move. So I don't know if it's not supposed to move very much, or if it is just maybe there's extra springs in there, or maybe they're really just both the driver and the key are really long, or what. But it is definitely in my way. So I've tried different picks. I've tried a steeper hook and reach, and had limited success of getting a false set at least, but nothing, haven't opened it yet, so I'll be excited to see, I'm excited to see what's in here. Because like right now, I just barely tapped one, and it feels overset, but the key pin is still moving. It's weird. It just feels odd. And I just put a bent in half and cut shim in the bottom so that I wouldn't tear up the bottom of the keyway as I'm picking it. I'm not necessarily feeling a lot of crunching, or where I would expect when everything's threaded and has huge serrations in the pins too. It just seems like a good lock that is pinned up well. That's what it feels like anyway. I could be completely wrong. Just trying to make sure I'm loosening a lot on the tension, just to make sure I'm not overset on something. There's some crunching. So I was just saying there hadn't been much, but there definitely is there. And there. I think I just overset 4. And I think 1 might be overset. There it is. Okay, yeah, feels good now. I'm going to try something a little different and just try to get back there with a reach just to the back, just to check things out. See what's binding and what's not. See if anything else needs to be picked back there. I think that was 5. I think it was 5. Okay, now I'm going to try a little bit of a steeper hook. And there's a nice little false set. Who is this? I think this is 4. I think 4 is actually overset right now. Just gonna try to wiggle it out of there. Really loosening on the tension ever so slightly. And there we go. 4 seems to be set now. And oh, finally got it open. All right. Well, this is an awesome lock, rubber band. I have spent quite a bit of time on it. It's taken me a while to get into it. And I'll take this back. Try to get this set up so I can get it. Put that right there while I adjust the camera. Alrighty. And gonna need to please don't turn. Oh, cool, that came off nicely. I was worried about that. Definitely gonna need a shim. Besides that tensioner, this might take some concentration. What in the world? Come on. There we go. That's a tight fit. What can I do with that? Besides the tensioner, I also got this awesome, real quick, this awesome American 1205 And look at that key. That's pretty cool. It says it's a 63737. That's a nice key, I would say. And also got a couple picks and got a DeForce diamond here, and also right hand hook and right hand like a half rake. I'm not exactly sure what this is called, but it looks like it could be very useful. And if you do that, hey, it's my first name. Alrighty, here we go. Wish me luck. Don't dump anything. And yeah, everything needed to be picked. Wow, that's pretty cool. Looks like 1, 3, 4, and 5 are threaded, have the deep cuts in them. And it looks like 2 and 4 are not modified. I can't wait to see this. Oh, that's huge. And standard in a humongous standard in 1, looks like standard in 2. Standard, nope. It's got a little bit of a spool action, and on 3, and really another fairly long key pin in 4, but it looks to be standard. 5, standard, really long key pin there too, and 6 looks to be standard. Okay, what's going on here? Those are all really, those are very long key pins. Let's take out the shim before I forget. Make a mess of things. All right, and number 1, what do we have? Now that didn't look so evil, so maybe the top is evil. Oh, what in the world? That's pretty wild. That looks like a small diameter. That's definitely not a normal diameter. I don't know what that is. It looks like it's just some sort of a pin from, like a set pin. I'm not sure what that is, but that's cool. And a copper spring. Number 2. You've got, oh no. Okay. Looks kind of like a, I don't know. Is that what it's, is that an ASA pin? I think that's what it's called. I'm not sure. I'm not real familiar with those, but that's a really cool pin. Like a barrel and a steel spring. Let's try to not make a mess of this one. Number 3 is it's a spool with a little bit of mushroom action, I would say. That dig that spring out of there, and I might have to dig that out, but that's a copper spring, definitely. Trying to dig this out of here. No, just a second, buddy. You see what he needs. Okay. I don't know if I did that to that spring or if it was meant to be really long. And number 6 is really cool. Another one of these barrel type spring pins. And gotta dig this one out too. And a doubled up spring, copper and steel for 6. And don't want to lose that. And a really nice long spool on 5, and a copper spring. And number 4, you've got another one of these barrel type springs. I wish I knew exactly for sure what they are. I think it's at least an acid type, but I think, if I'm saying that right, doesn't look like anything has been done to the Bible. Except some wild pins in there. And okay, I am going to show these real quick, and then I'm gonna dig out dig out the key, see how it works in here. That is a long dude, real long. These are all standard except, I mean, they're long, but they're all standard except number 3. Nice spool action on it. And for comparison, I'm going to just compare the diameter here. As you can see, that's number 1 driver is very much reduced in diameter compared to a normal key pin. I'm not sure what it looks like. It's some sort of a pin, like a pin for a machine or something. There's number 2 driver, 3 driver. It's a nice spool, real nice. Another one of these barrel type pins. 4. Nice long spool. Another one of these barrel types. And 6. So I don't think I missed any. Then we had for the springs we have a copper, steel, stretched out copper, it looks like, maybe brass, and copper. Steel in 4, copper, and then a doubled up doohickey. All right, I'm gonna put these pins in here real quick, and I'm gonna dig out that key. Don't fall over. Get this open. There's writing. Hold on, let me just make sure everything's cool. Shim plug to avoid pin traps. Key will shear after plug is out. Feel free to remove replacement. I hope this was a challenge. RB, the rubber band. Awesome. Well, cool. I'm glad I shimmed it. Look at that. That is wild. All right. That is cool. If this thing goes in, that would be amazing. Now, will it come out? Will this thing come out? Let's see. That it comes out. I am gonna have to check this out, see how this works when it's all together. That is awesome. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Rubber Band. And again, thanks for the goodies as well. This is awesome. And I really enjoyed the lock. And I'll be sharing it with, I'll put some feelers out there on the subreddit, and probably try to get in touch with the other people who showed an interest in it and get it out to somebody else to enjoy. All right, thank you, and as always, be good and be well.